Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Ayana Tarot, and we're doing a collective Sunday self-care reading for Leo, Aries, and Sag. So let's see what are the messages that my fire signs need to hear going into this week for today. What's something to really pay attention to? A little advice that might come out. I'll take 5 cards from this deck. We're pulling oracle cards for my fire signs. So I'll take the first 5 cards that are important for their higher selves. Three more cards here for our fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh. One more card. Thank you. And bottom of the deck here, we have finances. And so there might be some abundance, job paying off, getting a new job, getting the rewards that you've been working towards. But this is the finances at the bottom of the deck. So first card that came out to be aware of for today and this week that we're going into is soulmates. We also have the reconciliation card as well to really double tap on that message. But this connection involves a close friend, a romantic partner, or a tribe. And so fire signs here, maybe you're trying to get connected with someone who you may think is your soulmate, your twin flame, you're bonded, so family. Hopefully this is a great connection and this is not like a connection that could ruin your life and teach you a lot of lessons, but you are trying to reconcile with someone. And reconciliation, reuniting with someone from your past. So this soulmate, you may think they're your soulmate, but it's someone from your past, someone that you disconnected from. Trying to repair it, trying to get in contact with them, but this is heavy on your energy this week and today. We have dreams, trying to recall your dreams, navigating. When you look for the deeper meanings within your dream, you uncover a part of yourself, your psyche. Information about yourself and others may be uncovered that go ignored in the waking life. And so if you're having dreams, something weird or major happens when you wake up, you may not remember the full dream, but whatever you remember, if you had on like a red coat and it's like, okay, I remember wearing a red coat in my dream, that's weird. Well, go on Google and look up red coat in dream and figure out what that meaning is. And so definitely write it down, research it, but you're getting messages through your dream. We have here decisions, free will, and judgment. So making a major decision, maybe you're trying to go towards someone, leave someone behind, just making judgments and decisions in your life, but understanding free will. And that's big because there are people who can put like spells on people or do love potions. And I just want to mention, because soulmates are here and reconciliation is here, don't take someone's free will away because it's never going to work. If you're wanting this soulmate connection to work, don't try to force it by putting a spell on someone. It's never going to work. And I'm just putting that out there because soulmates is out there, but free will is important. Everyone needs to have their free will. If it's taken away, at some point, the person's going to wake up and never want to talk to you ever again. So if that's you in your situation, don't do it. But if it's not, you have decisions to make this week. We have air. This is about logic, being curious, social. New ideas are forming freely when intellect meets discussion. Could also be dealing with an air sign, but definitely in the mind, thinking, and having some new ideas populate. Gonna take our star seed oracle deck to see what messages, let me try that again, what messages come out for our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What's going on this week? Today, what's something they need to be aware of? I'll take all three of these. What are the messages for our Leo, Aries, Sag? I'll take all these cards. And the bottom of the deck here, we have cracked open. And so maybe you're hitting rock bottom and it's calling for you to surrender. Surrender to what's going on. Maybe there's a lot of drama. We have inner earth. This is you'll survive, new solutions and new beginnings. And so, that maybe there's something happening within your life and you're feeling like so beat down, you've just hit rock bottom, you feel like everything has been taken away from you. Understand that you'll survive, keep pushing forward, and you'll have your new beginning. And maybe, with connection and soulmate happening here, maybe that can resonate for some of you. Maybe it didn't go right. Maybe things were done, you did things to them, because this is your reading. And you feel like, oh, it's over. Maybe it could work, but you want to remember that free will thing I mentioned. And so, I don't know. It could be around relationships, but here we have Mars, Earth, energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So like I mentioned, there's conflict here. Something's not going right. Something is wrong. You may be really angry and upset, but losing everything that you have, but you'll survive. Take baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So taking action. So even if I love to say faith is about taking the first step even when you don't see the staircase. You may not see where you're going. It may not make sense in the moment. You may think it's too good to be true, but sometimes it calls you to just step forward. Take action, because you are never going to lead yourself down a bad path. Others, probably, but take that first step. And whatever it is, the goal, just take steps forward. And it might seem like it takes forever, but you'll get there if you take action. Empathic starseed. So this is just about don't absorb what's not yours. You may be someone who can, you're someone that people go to when they're having issues. They dump all of their, chaotic life situations onto you. but don't absorb what's not yours. Sometimes we'll leave a conversation, we'll enter a conversation so high energy, so excited, and then when we leave, we're so drained because that person decided to vent to you, but they're also draining you. Because sometimes people come to us with situations and they have no solution. All they're doing is dumping onto you. So making sure that you don't absorb anyone else's emotions that are not yours. You can be there, you can help, you can be the friend, but don't take on what's not yours. You have enough going on. Fall into my arms. It's calling to surrender again. Holding the opposites, extreme of light. So, I mean, this looks like two people here. Just trying to take a closer look. It's hard to see. But let's see if I could have it focus. It looks like two people. So falling into each other's arms. And so with the soulmates, card coming out and trying to reconcile. Maybe that could be your situation. Surrendering to, love, being your true self, and trying to make it work. If some of you need to apologize, do whatever is necessary. That could be the situation, but also just could be just surrender. Stop trying to control things. Follow your intuition. Again, this is a collective reading, so Aries, Leo, and Sag. Doesn't mean all of you are going to reconnect with a past lover. Doesn't mean it's all going to work out for some of you. Some people actually just need to walk away and move forward with their lives. I really want to make that clear here, because sometimes a lot of messages say a lot of positive things about, oh, the person's coming back and you're going to reconcile. This is your soulmate. But we also have to understand that it's okay that it didn't work out. It's okay that I have to move forward. It's okay that they're not in my life anymore. Certain things don't resonate for certain people. So it's not saying all of you need to reconcile. All of you have a soulmate. I just want to make that very clear, because that is so misleading to say you should reconcile with someone who caused you trauma, or you should try again with someone. Or if it didn't work out, sometimes we just need to just actually move forward. So those cards, please, it's a collective reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. You know what it is for your situation. So don't think you have a reconciliation coming. Please. So to continue, Star Keeper. This is see the light by staying grounded. And so, let me make sure I'm showing it. Making sure that you're staying grounded, surrendering, calling on an ancestor, doing the work within. Yeah, I just had to make that clear, just because I know a lot of readings might say love and, the person's coming back, and that's sometimes not the case. You don't want to return to someone, or if you weren't really being your best self, just leave them alone. You don't want to cause more harm than done. We can't in life continue to try. If you give your all and it doesn't work out, then it is what it is. You could walk away saying, I gave my all. So from this deck, take about 5 cards, or what comes out for our Leo, Aries, Sag. What messages do they desperately need to know going into this week and on this Self-Care Sunday? Please provide the messages that our Aries, Leo, Sag needs to know for their higher selves. I'll take about 5 cards. is a reading for our Aries, Leo, Sag. What do they need to know for their higher selves? I'll take 3 more cards, please. Thank you. And sometimes when you ask, you shall receive. And bottom of the deck here, this like puffer fish, but we have know your limit and boundaries. Putting up some boundaries around people in your life, relationships, your coworkers, your boss. Knowing your boundaries. We'll start with the seagull. Here we have look at the bigger picture, bird's eye view. And so that, you know, anything in your life, looking at the bigger picture, looking at where you're wanting to go, looking at your career, your relationship, you know, seeing what else is there. What am I going for? What is the goal? Look at the bigger picture. We have the clam. And so this is about opening up. It's okay to feel vulnerable. So for fire signs, I'm not sure if you're people who like to just keep things to yourselves and just deal with things by yourself. You're sitting with so much emotion and you don't want people to help you. You need to know like who's around you that can help you, who can be there for you, because you could have people just dumping onto you and being there. And that's why it's calling you to just be aware of that. But you look at who's around you. And if you feel like you don't have people who you can open up, that's a problem. And that's calling for you to take some action and like, you know, allowing relationships to end and let them stay exactly where they are, because you should be able to open up and let some things go. So you're not holding on to all of this energy. This driftwood here, go with the flow, which I feel like a lot of you fire signs do great. Also trust where the universe is taking you. So that came up twice. Just trust where you're going, even if you don't understand the why. Don't really, you know, bother with, but why this, why that? Is this a good idea? You have the idea, it popped up in your head, just go with it. You don't need reasons why it's not too good to be true. Follow your intuition. We have this shell here, messages from above and communication. So with soulmates trying to have a reconciliation, communication can come in for you, or you're the one doing the communication, taking the action, taking a step forward to someone that you think is your soulmate, or even just putting yourself out there, talking to a friend, opening up. But communication is here for you all on this beautiful Sunday. And our last card here, we have this wheel, and it's about taking charge, responsibility, and leadership. And so anything that you're wanting this week in your life, you got to take charge. You got to put the steps forward. It's not going to happen, you know, blindly and just without you doing anything. Take some action. And for those that have the soulmate and want to reconcile and want to work on things, again, collective reading does not mean all of you are doing this or need to do this. But for those that understand that's their situation, you need to take some action, open up, be vulnerable, tell them how you feel. And for others, again, just open up, take some action towards your goals. Finances came up, and really put yourself out there. So that is all that I have for you for my Aries, Leo, and Sag. This is Divine Ayana Tarot. Thank you so much for watching.